Are you a new speaker, athlete, or corporate executive interested in learning how to build and grow a vibrant, successful professional speaking career? One that is targeted to your specific dreams and goals? Or are you a current speaker wanting to take your business to the next level? If so, then you need Building a Speaking Business from 5 Star Speakers and Trainers. This live recording of 5 Star's dynamic 3-day event held in Houston, Texas, is an 8-disc DVD series that covers the key areas one must focus on in order to develop a prosperous speaking career. 5 Star's team of experts guide you through the key strategies of taking your story and turning it into a highly successful business.
Well, I would definitely recommend it, especially for anybody that's wanting to push their career beyond where it's at now. I think there's a lot of great tools, a lot of great information given out at this event that anybody could use, whether you're just starting out or you've been doing this for a while. I think it applies to either one of those kind of people.
I think this workshop was very valuable, completely valuable, because you learned about the industry itself, you're learning about the business of being a speaker, and I think if you've been an entrepreneur, it really translates very well to what you've done, because basically everything you do to sell your own business, you are now your business. You are the product. And so very helpful, very practical, good speaking, good presentations, so lots of good information.
If you want to get in the speaking business and stay there and understand the business of speaking, this is where you need to come. This will save you about 2 years and tens of thousands of dollars.
Our team of 5 experts includes Steve Gardner, a partner at 5 Star Speakers and Trainers who has been in the speaking industry since 1991 and has sold over $9 million worth of speaking and training services.
I would argue that branding and marketing and sales is 60% of this business. It's not presentations. Most of this business is about marketing and sales.
Jim Jacobus, the deal maker. Jim is a certified speaking professional who has been a full-time speaker and trainer for nearly 16 years and is a regular resource for keynotes and sales training for America's elite organizations.
And clients going to say, send me your stuff, all right? I want to see your demo video, I want to see your one sheet, and I want to be able to look at your website. And if we don't have those, we become excluded in most cases. So when you hear that speaker at NSA or somebody around you goes, I've never had a one sheet, I do just fine. All right, if you want to risk your career on being 1 out of 10,000 that do that, feel free to try that.
Robin Kreisman, the rock star producer and performance coach. Robin has been in the music, television, and entertainment industry for over 20 years and is an in-demand producer and presentation skills coach for speakers. Be careful not to go on stage and say, oh, it's great to be here. You know, on my flight down here today and my taxi ride over here, you get into this little story about what you did to get there. That is passé. Most beginning speakers do that type of thing. Be specific, intentional in what you're doing. Have rhetorical questions, or whether it's a story, a dramatic story, have some point that you're making right off the bat. Rick Frischman, president of Plan Television Arts. Rick is known as one of the most powerful and energetic publicists in the media industry, working with many of the top editors, agents, and publishers in America.
The media, these people have ADD. Even worse than you were talking about the meeting planners, okay? They have well, it's not that they're dumb. They're very bright people. They just don't have a lot of time. You have to reach them like in 30 seconds. And they only think in bullets. And if you can't grab them in bullets, you're history.
And David Hancock, one of Fast Company magazine's Fast 50 for 2006. David is the founder of Morgan James Publishing, who has revolutionized book publishing in a way that enriches authors as well as a publisher.
Secret number 5. Use your book as a business card. Now this sounds so cheesy. I don't have my business card, but I got a book. But the reality is that it really works. I mean, when I published my first book, I all but threw my business cards away because the bank wouldn't let me, so I threw them in my book and gave it out as a business card instead. So imagine the instant credibility that you have when you first give your first client a book. And I don't care if you give it to them. I gave mine away and I got more credibility and earned more money because of it.
I don't think anybody out there is above or below this. And I know how humble speakers can be when starting out, and they probably feel, I'm not ready for this yet. I think, you know, from the very first day, you're making a choice in whether you want to be a speaker or not. This is a wonderful tool. This is a wonderful opportunity because you can come see what it's about.
It was a wonderfully comprehensive look at what the speaking industry has become and what you really need to do from the beginning of really defining your message going through to understanding how this business works, your responsibilities and accountabilities both to yourself, to your clients, to your Speakers Bureau, and finally to the health of your business if you want this to not just stay something that you would call your profession and your practice, but rather make it into a business.
The 9 topics covered in this 10-hour, 8-DVD series include branding, the 60% solution, sales, filling the pipeline, product development, it's time to change, publish or perish, public relations, how to make it work for you, presentation skills, excellence is required, working with bureaus and agents, bureau or Brinks, running it like a business, systems, 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 and next steps, now what? Don't wait, act now and get your copy of Building a Speaking Business from 5-star speakers and trainers so you can be on your way to growing your very own successful speaking business.
If you come to this event, you won't regret it. Right now, I've got a good buzz feeling, and I think that at the end of the program, we have a chance to write down some of these goals. And I don't think it'll take long if I actually do what I learned in here. If I actually implement the things that they told me, there's no excuse why I can't be a success in this. And you can too if you come to these type of shops.